Hello everybody, and happy Pride Month! Today I wanted to celebrate a bit by showing off what one of my favorite units in the game can do. We're here in Chapter 17 to showcase her potential, and it's a chapter which is normally quite the roadblock for many players. Common wisdom in spaces discussing fates will tell you that the best way to clear this map is to have a bow unit with enough speed to double the ninjas, and place them on the other end of a wall, or behind an ally with a high enough defense stat placed in a choke point. That way, the ninjas will ignore said ally and attack right into your bow unit, getting doubled and killed. That's a pretty valid strategy, and it's not all that hard to find the right unit for the job. Selena, Niles, and Mozu are all fast units with bow access, who can be the bow user in question here, and if you didn't kill him for boots, you just got Shura last chapter as well. There is another solution, one that can potentially make things even easier for you. You'll notice that some of the Master Ninjas have Silver Shurikens, which debuff your speed by 4 on hit, and effectively raises the doubling threshold for them from 29 speed to 33. There's also the annoying Caltrops, which can be gotten rid of with Lock Touch units, but otherwise damages your units for stepping on them and impedes their movement. The latter isn't that big of a deal, but your ability to handle the Master Ninjas becomes greatly reduced if you're not one-rounding them, and you're taking Poison Strike and Grizzly Wound damage. 29 speed is fairly reasonable for your bow units to reach with some stacking, but unless you have rally speed, the threshold of 33 is no small feat. So the solution is simple. Just use a dagger unit of your own. And that's why we're here today, to demonstrate this approach with Soleil as our example. Before I go over what we'll be doing though, I quickly want to mention that this is a partner video to Dani Doyle's analysis of Soleil's character and her supports. If that sounds interesting to you at all, or you just want to watch a really cool creator, go to the link in the description and check out Dani's channel. She's really cool and is a pleasure to collab with. And if you're here from their video, welcome! I hope you enjoy the gameplay demonstration. Now, this won't be going over the entire map, simply because that would get a bit repetitive, but rest assured that what you see Soleil do in this video is very much representative of what she can do across the rest of the map and most maps in the game. Let's take a look at the Lady of the Hour, shall we? As you can tell by the hair color, this is Perry Soleil, who has inherited Elbow Room and reclassed into Master Ninja. She's also inherited Soul from her father, and has trained her dagger rank enough to use Iron Daggers to activate Soul. The usage of Soul on this map isn't strictly necessary, but it definitely makes things easier, and a Master Ninja carry will want it anyways. I want to take a moment to make an argument for Soul being one of the best candidates to be a ninja carry, right up there with Silas. The immediate access to both Ninja and Mercenary makes it so that Soleil has no trouble grabbing the skills necessary to get the build online, only requiring 1 seal, instead of most other units who would need 2. Her mother can also pass down an additional skill, while also allowing you to customize her growths to an extent. I prefer Perry as a mother for Soleil above most other options, due to her and Lazo having a fast support, and being able to easily pass down Elbow Room, not to mention a good strength growth. But there are other viable options too, like Selena, Camilla, or Charlotte. Either way though, Soleil will usually never have to worry about hitting strength or speed benchmarks, mainly only worrying about survivability. But her personal skill Sisterhood is the cherry on top, providing additional damage in bulk when she's being supported by a female ally. The bonus is a bit less than something like Vow of Friendship, but the condition is quite easy to meet considering that she supports her mother, along with Nina, Ophelia, and Sophie. When you put everything together, there's a lot that Soleil is capable of, and I think it's time to show it off. I'll be showing the first few turns of the map, having Soleil do the majority of the work, but still using other units as well. I want to note that you can do this strategy with other ninjas too. I've done it with Kaze before on my own time just fine without even needing him to pick up any skills. This is just showing how effective Soleil can be in this role here and going forward. So, without further ado, let's begin. We want to start by moving Soleil up as far as we can and get her close to the action. She's going to be working with Nina pair up for this clear just because the very high speed is necessary. But in most situations she would more likely want the extra defense from Sophie, or maybe the extra strength. But for the most part, right here, it's the speed that she needs. Because between Sisterhood and Strong Riposte and Elbow Room, she already has more than enough strength to one-round the Master Ninjas as long as she doubles. This Ophelia here is Felicia Ophelia, and has Shuriken Breaker from her mother, so she's able to do some pretty good combat with dual strikes on this map as well. Believe it or not, thanks to Sisterhood, Soleil will actually have too much defense here if Percy uses rally defense. All the ninjas and samurais will just ignore her.
How troubling. Adorable outfit.
But what she does need is Inspiring Song, which gets her exactly to the 33 speed benchmark mentioned earlier. She also clears the Caltrop so that next turn, when the rest of the army has to move right, they're not impeded at all.
Let's see how this goes.
I'll do what no one else can. Together. We can do this together.
Will you be my squire?
And now, enjoy the show. Again, Soul really isn't necessary here. She can survive just fine without it. But it's a nice cherry on top, and there will be chapters later on in the game with harder hitting enemies where she definitely will want it.
I can protect you. I can. Be careful.
At this point, Soleil's gonna go up to fight the Master Ninjas, Automaton, and Mechanists that are approaching from the north. Since there are still a couple Master Ninjas alive, she still needs the boost of Inspiring Song in order to reach the required speed.
Let's end this with a smile.
The rest of our army is going to clean up the remainder of the enemies down here.
Here I am.
Celestial blessings.
We've got this.
Ophelia is 3 off, but we can fix that with Rose's Thorns. Camilla just needs a speed pair up to be able to take out a ninja her own.
Please, accept my help.
I'll take care of this.
Let's go.
The Swordmaster is a little threatening towards Ophelia, especially since that Silent Shrine Maiden is almost certainly going to target her.
I can do this.
Good luck. Don't worry yourself.
So, Xander plugs the choke point.
No mercy.
Soleil does not have quite enough attack to win around the mechanists. However, that's fine as they pose very, very little threat to her.
I can protect you. I can.
Soleil disarms those caltrops to allow all of the enemies who just spawned on the left to reach her.
Let's see how this goes. The chosen heroine
I can
arrives.
support you.
Leo takes out this Shrine Maiden while also providing Heartseeker against this Swordmaster.
Here we go.
No quarter.
You might notice that Soleil can no longer be refreshed by Azura safely, but that's actually fine as there's no Master Ninjas here, so Soleil only needs 22 speed to double all of these enemies, which she already well surpasses.
We can do this. I won't let you die.
Stand back, citizens!
The automatons are low level and barely worth any EXP, but the mechanists are at least worth a bit more. At this point, Soleil is a bit over leveled, but the EXP curve works out to where within the next couple of chapters she should mostly be back on track, assuming you're not also just trying to juggernaut through those with mainly her as well. Soleil not only achieves C-rank shurikens, but also gains an extra level from this clear.
I'm not worried.
Soleil is also just, in general, very, very strong going into the late game, as well as not only are her strength and speed growths very high, but she can gain access to Shuriken Breaker, which allows her to take on enemy Master Ninjas in chapters like 25. As you can see, these remaining enemies will fall to Soleil no problem, and Soleil can grab the chest in the upper end of the map as well. Whereas the rest of the team is freed up to take on the rest of the enemies down here. That's basically going to be it for our demonstration today. Of course, again, there are other units who can take on this chapter in a similar manner, but I do think that Soleil is one of the best candidates for doing this hard carry Master Ninja build going forward through the rest of the game. I really hope that you all enjoyed the demonstration. It was a lot of fun to make, and again, a lot of fun to collab with Dani Doyle. Please go into the description and check out her video and her channel if you haven't already. Thank you all for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all later.